Igennem. Det håber jeg fandme på, ja. Alright. Jeg ser lige igennem og se, om det kører her. Det hele kører vist fint. Det hele kører vist fint. Mark Peller, tak for dit follow på Twitch. Ja, jeg tror, det kører nu her. Sorry. Ja, yes. Jamen, vi startede lidt tidligt i dag, fordi jeg har jo været så lidt sendt i, at jeg har installeret et nyt plugin på min OBS. Og for dem, der ikke ved, hvad OBS er, det er jo det program, der faktisk sørger for, at det tager alt, når jeg spiller et spil, når jeg sidder og snakker her til jer i kameraet, så alt det her, det tager den og pakker ind, så det kan og sende ud til Twitch, til YouTube, så det kan streame det signal, det sender det ud til. Så det er derfor, at det er altså det er en relativt vigtig ting i forhold til streaming. Der findes andre programmer til at man kan gøre det med, men det er ligesom det, man hovedsageligt vil bruge. Der er også nogen, der bruger Streamlabs. Der er andre programmer. Hvad fanden er det hedder? Jeg kan sgu ikke huske, hvordan det. Der er næsten lige kommet, som jeg har lige kigget lidt på sådan hurtigt, men jeg har ikke fået rigtig sådan rigtig fået afprøvet det endnu. Så det, men der long story short, det er, at OBS, der kommer masser af plugins, og det er ikke kun for dem, der sidder og laver OBS selvfølgelig, det er også en masse andre folk, som der laver forskellige plugins, der gør det på den måde kunne gøre det nemmere i et eller andet ting, et eller andet henseende, at gøre streamen, gør noget ved din stream. Så det kan være noget grafisk, det kan være noget, at der er en lille kill counter, hver gang du dør, hvis du sidder og spiller sådan et spil, hvor du dør meget, og så videre, så videre. Der er hulens masse plugins. Aitum, som er det firma, som laver det plugin her, som jeg snakker om, de har lavet et plugin, der for et par år siden, hvor du simpelthen kunne lave, hvor du simpelthen havde hvor du kan streame både til hvor du både kan streame til en Twitch-kanal for eksempel, og så kan du streame for eksempel til TikTok. Og det er jo, for dem der ved, når man streamer på Twitch, så er det jo horisontalt sådan her. Det ligger sådan her nede, som en almindelig skærm, og inde på TikTok, der er jo det vertikalt, så vender du den lige om. Så basically sådan her, det er Twitch, og det her, det er TikTok, right? Så de lavede sådan et plugin, der faktisk kunne gøre, at man kunne gøre det på samme tid. Eller det gjorde det nemmere. Du kunne godt gøre det før i tiden, men de gjorde det nemmere for, at man kunne gøre det på samme tid. Nogle år, jeg tror, det er en 3-4 år gammelt. Et år senere, eller sådan lignende, så lavede de simpelthen et plugin, hvor du også så kunne multistreame. Så du kan lave både på YouTube og på Twitch. Nu har de så lavet et, hvor du kan gøre det samme, men hvor mange af de ting, som du stadig ikke efterspørger, hvor man kan få det ind. For eksempel sådan noget som en fælles chat har de smidt ind og sørget for, at man kan have det. Så det er jo bare lækkert. Jeg ved faktisk ikke, om den fælles chat, den kan gøre sådan, at det kommer op på skærmen. Det har jeg ikke set endnu. Men det er jo bare lækkert, at den er kommet. Så det er sådan det, vi arbejder med nu her, guys. Det er det, vi arbejder med nu her. Og det er det, vi opprøver i dag. Det er derfor, jeg også gik lidt på lidt tidligere. Det var for lige, at vi skulle sørge for at kigge på, om det virkede helt, som det skulle. Og hvis det ikke virkede, er der nogle steder, hvor jeg skal ligesom, hvor jeg ligesom skal justere på. Så det er det, vi lige kigger på i dag. Og så skal vi spille noget The Other Worlds 2, som jeg glæder mig super meget til at vi får spillet, fordi det er virkelig, det er et rigtig godt spil. Jeg har skrevet lidt ned. Jeg laver altid anmeldelse af spillet, når jeg ligesom er færdig med at spille det. Og der er lige nogle ting, jeg gerne vil lige have taget op, som jeg synes, der er kritikpunkter. Men ellers så synes jeg, det er... det har været en rigtig god oplevelse indtil videre, selvfølgelig. Så vi skal lige hurtigt kigge på, på min lille ugeplan her, som jo kommer hver søndag kl. 12. Og der er jo sådan set, der står jo nærmest kun The Other World, så har vi lige lidt Battlefield torsdag. Bare lige for, at der også er kommer lidt nyt ind i det. Og så må vi se, hvor lang tid, det tager, når vi er færdige i forhold til The Other World, fordi hvis vi er færdige den uge her, lad os sige, at vi bare grinder igennem de her næste par dage, og måske også weekenden. Hvis vi bliver færdige her næste uge, eller denne uge her, så skal vi have fundet ud af, hvad fanden skal vi så spille? Og en ting, jeg også ligesom har som vi skal have i mente, det er, at jeg skal passe på med ikke at gå død i open world spil. Nu er The Other World så, jeg synes ikke, at det er et open world spil, og jeg får heller ikke de vibes i forhold til det. Men det er stadig et stort RPG, så vi skal passe på med, eller jeg skal passe på med ikke at gå død i det også. Fordi så har jeg stadig planer om, at fra den 1. december, der streamer vi Fallout New Vegas som en optakt til Fallout sæson 2, altså tv-serien, som udkommer på den 17. december, tror jeg nok, 16. og 17. december på Amazon Prime. Så, og det er for alle Fallout-fans, så er det en virkelig god serie. Altså for alle dem, der er fan af den verden, så er det en rigtig, rigtig, rigtig god serie. Man skal dog også lige have med, fordi jeg kunne se, at der var nogen, der var lidt... Der vil altid være nogen, der er lidt sure og utilfredse, men der er nogen, der er lidt utilfredse med, at de dikterede at de dikterede, kanon. Og det gør de jo faktisk. Det sker jo, den viser jo, hvad der sker efter Fallout 4, og det betyder så til også, at den har besluttet for, hvad det er for en slutning, eller ikke en slutning. Jo, det er basically besluttet, hvilken slutning der er på spillet. Altså Fallout 4, og også, hvad er det for en kanon? Hvad er den rigtige slutning i forhold til seneste Fallout-spil. Så. Det må man lære at leve med. Alright, guys. Jeg synes bare, vi skal hoppe i gang. Kom i gang med spillet. Vi er lige så stille, man kan sige... Vi er lige så stille i gang med at få... Jeg tror, det er klart en af de sidste... Vi skal egentlig i gang med den hovedmission her i den her, på den her planet her. Så hvis vi er færdige med den nu her, så tænker jeg måske, at vi... Så vidt jeg kan se, så har vi 2 planer mere, sådan som jeg kan fornemme. Eller som jeg har set faktisk. Jeg har kigget ind, guys. Jeg har været inde og kigge. Så
It seems the Order was unprepared to receive refugees in the sheer numbers they have, but it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Only through loyalty can we end further suffering. Protect my feelings aside, I shall not judge them. Oh.
Jeg tænker altså så, at bare vi går i gang med main mission. Tænker jeg. Samtidig så kommer der jo to deltagere, guys, til spillet. Så jeg tænker selvfølgelig, at vi får spillet der færdigt, så historien her i spillet her, så tænker jeg, når de 2 DLC'er, de udkommer, så tænker jeg så, at det vil tage en ny playthrough her i, når de udkommer. Jeg tænker, det er 2026. Så får vi gjort det. Også fordi, at, jeg skal lige se, også fordi det er, jeg kan se, at Mark Piller, truly love your gameplay, honestly, keep it going. Thank you, Mark Piller. Jeg fik lige en besked for den nye follower. Nå, men hvad hedder det? Ja, at det er sådan et spil, der kan spilles igen, hvor du så kan prøve nogle nye, hvordan du sætter dine evner og sådan noget lignende. Så absolut. Har jeg egentlig været her? Det har jeg da ikke. Yeah. Så det det er sjovt. Jeg tror måske faktisk Obsidian, de har været ret påpasselige med, hvad der var besendt ud hvornår. Har jeg følelse på, så noget som builds, de er først begyndt at komme ud nu her, lige så stille. Jeg ved, der er nogen, der har haft adgang til spillet før, så der er også mulighed for og hvad hedder det, og der er også mulighed for at kunne tænke i, hvordan de her forskellige skills og perks, de skal sammensættes, ikke? Men der er først nogen, der burde lige så komme ud nu her. Så jeg har lidt fornemmelse på, at de har været ude og sige, ved du hvad? Vi må først lægge noget ud her, sådan om nu her. Så. Hov! Glemmer man, jeg skulle have ammo selvfølgelig. Så skal jeg nok også lidt overveje, om jeg skulle have solgt noget. Alright. Så. Så det jeg gerne vil have, jeg vil gerne have spredt mit ammo så meget som muligt. Biomass. Jeg bruger den på short rounds. 771, det har jeg. Jeg giver den 70. 70. Det kan godt sælge. Så den kan godt sælge. solgt i hvert fald lidt, så har vi god blanding af hele. Jeg glemmer selv, at jeg kan armor igen, man. Holy fuck, guys. Holy fuck. Der. Vi skal have købt dammet. Vi skal have købt armor, selvfølgelig. Køber 50 af dem her. Og hvad er der mere ellers så shells skal vi også købe noget af. Jeg synes den her den der shotgun her på det seneste, der er den godt nok det er ikke fordi at den har vist at den er særlig vild mere. Den er ikke særlig effektiv mere. Jeg ved ikke om det er fordi fjenderne de er begyndt at få nogle lidt højere levels og sådan lignende. Det kan højst sandsynligt godt være. Long round skal vi også det var dem der. Skal vi gerne have så det, I don't know, vi må se, om vi skal skifte det ud på det tidspunkt. Det har jeg faktisk gjort, fordi jeg synes ikke, det kan ret meget skade. Jeg synes også, det er åndssvagt, de der popguns der, det er lidt, I know, det er et rollespil det her. Det er lidt åndssvagt, at når du skyder, du skal bruge 3 skud eller mere med pumpgun, hvor du skyder en fjende i hovedet, og det så bare, okay. Altså, det gør skade, det er ikke det, men det er jo ikke det. Jeg synes, det er åndssvagt, at vi skal det. Lad det lege. Jeg synes, det er virkelig åndssvagt. Så. Nå. It is what it is, guys. Jeg tror, vi laver et hard save her. Det er mere, vi kan komme, så skal vi nok ud om her, guys. Fjender. Fjender nabolag. Bra.
None shall stand against us.
Flere.
Quit skulking. It hold high.
Combatant scan.
Der. Det begynder lige så stille at, give bruge det, nogle af de penge, jeg gav til de der gun, gun skills der. Lige så stille.
Wow.
Der. Er der noget her? Skal jeg udforske noget her? Jeg så en anmeldelse, Kind of Funny, som er jo podcast. De har jo så nogle, der er nogen, der spillet, så bare, hvor de bare rejste igennem hovedstøjen. Der er så nogle af de her, som der ikke er. Der er nogen, der siger, at de er ved at være færdige snart, og de har spillet sådan 22 timer eller sådan lignende. 30 timer. Altså det er ikke fordi, at det er ikke langt. Så der er ikke. Der er nogle af spil her, der er ikke, jeg tror der er en 30 timer i hvert fald, hvis du siger. Nu så er der et sidequest og lidt main quest også med, altså. 30 timer, tror jeg. Hvis du tager alle sidequests, så er der nogen, der siger, at der er en 60 timer. Det er jo fint.
On their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Scan.
var done. Tomania. Det er sådan, hvis de indførte det i sådan en almindelig... Der er der sikkert nogle D&D-spil, der gør, men der er sådan... Indfører sådan nogle der perks der, det giver nogle fordele, men det også giver nogle ulemper. Giver noget til RP'en. Der er nok nogen, der vil føle sig begrænset i deres RP, og det er jo sådan der. Det var da fedt. Spændende at prøve sådan et med i deres med et spil. Skal vi bare finde over der, guys? Så vi skal ikke gennem det store område her. Det var det. Vi kan komme udenom her. Skal vi prøve at gå udenom? Se hvad der sker. Det er rigtig tid. Vi starter tidligt.
You came at us from the scrapper side? You must be more than light brave. You're dangerous. I don't envy their handlers.
Jeg kan ikke have det her hus, se hvad der er. Skal jeg tage... Her har vi en pistol.
for combatant analysis. Go. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Toss for a sigter på den, bro. Jeg ved ikke om jeg står og sigter på den. Jeg ved ikke om jeg står og sigter på den. Det bliver en navn skade. Fuck me, I'm fucking tap.
On them.
Please. Assist me, will you? My
Please try to limit further damage, Commander. Back and scan.
My thanks and my hammer. May whatever we speak freely.
Fuck af med dig. Vi alt der deres skæld der.
Is that the distinctive odor of arachnid blood I smell? Wait, you got all of them?
Så der kan, bra. Hvorfor var der jeg ramte de der sten der, hvorfor blev den bare videre? Det vil jeg gerne vide, hvorfor. Det synes jeg er lidt mærkeligt. Det er jo lige et hard save her. Nu se hvad der sker her, når han kommer over. Der er sådan lidt det er lidt mærkeligt stemme på den.
Something tells me this facility does not usually smoke from multiple points.
Skal der gå noget? Vi vil undersøge stationen lidt nærmere, inden vi går ned til selve stationen. Det er lidt værd. Jeg tror egentlig, de vil være venlige, de der dudes der. Så det har jeg sådan lidt. Jeg har lidt desværre en lille mistanke om, at det kommer til at. Og så tager der klam. Så.
Our ingress appears stymied. I could smash that door down, but doing so would alert any lingering foes. Let us find another route.
Okay. Alright guys, vi gemmer her. Der var en hard save.
No justice was enacted here. This was a massacre.
Ja, jeg har lidt, får lidt bange anelse. Hvorfor ikke?
We can hear those wriggling little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Bruh. Bruh. Dude.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello.
Yes, based on your presumed body weight, I'd say multiplying by 30 is correct.
I was unaware that Victor, that is, Archivist Clemens, requested aid. Did he? I hope you're here to help regardless. That would be nice.
Where's Victor? Is he still here?
Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's like a wire stretched beyond its breaking point. Never a harsh word to anyone, but being in his presence, well, it's as if his stress is infectious. Best not to push him. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds. 3 days ago, the range was inundated with fiends. Cultists, I believe. I am unaware if they're immensely foolhardy or simply mad, but they've caused no shortage of destruction. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
Okay.
Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
And how exactly does that work?
The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. Don't worry.
Hvad er ikke det, hvis jeg skal prøve at finde, guys? Eller hvad? I don't know. Tænker jeg. Der var et mønster. Eller hvad? Kan vi ikke komme videre? Holy fuck, det kan vi ikke. Okay. Se hvad den åbner. Nu var der blod der. Fem er mystisk. Man kan ikke se hvilket nummer de her døre er. Right. Et, to, tre, fire, fem, seks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Men vi kan ikke se nummeret på de her. Right. Kan jeg se et nummer? Ja, den er dernede. Okay. Ja. Det var ikke ved, hvad... Nå, men det, jeg gider ikke det der. Så vi snyder lidt, guys. Vi snyder lidt. Hvad er den der?
Is that you, Presiding Bishop? I'm sorry, I haven't had time to clean up. It's so hard. Oh, Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I need...
Tilbage til den nummer. træls, at jeg skal... Jeg tror, der er en højst synlig en bog i den. Okay. Det havde jeg ikke lige set.
There's the N-ray device that exemplar Foxworth mentioned.
Stand ready. Our foes are close.
Så skal vi se. The trailer.
You're hurt, Commander. Steel yourself.
Vi lukker bare. Okay, så vi er jo lige den her bum. Så gemmer vi lige et hard save. Et hard save, så ser vi cool. Okay, så den der fører op til den der. Ja. Den der fører ned til.
contrive such an inane backup system. I hope we needn't solve a mathematical proof if one of us need visit the restroom.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Check your scope. I have a fix.
You leave at once. You cannot remain here. Complication after complication
Victor,
befalls this
det har vi snakket
facility,
med.
and death stalks its halls. It was all well and good to end those cultists' suffering, but that was but the barest tip of the danger present in this facility. I implore you to depart. I have nothing to say.
I already know the reason why gold can succeed without you.
I am no lackey. I only work with Augustine to do what is necessary for Arcadia. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately.
Nå. Spændende. Så vi kan pacify ham. Jeg tror, det er muligt.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so.
Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever, and the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that, but...
Archivist Clemens, good news. Survival just passed along his latest calculation. I haven't had the opportunity to review it, but I know you usually prefer to substantiate the number, so I'm coming for this message email as always. Earlier, the abbot sent the message that came was some survival, and no Wiley justice alone is supposed to. When not written by Wiley online, there's an improper code 6 halfway through proof. 210 he seems to start a completely unread proof, and the last 6 informer are these mistakes are so egregious they seem deliberate. What is it that the abbot playing at by saying this? Det er The Abbot, der gjorde det. Fuck, mand. Jeg troede egentlig, han var så venlig. Eller, venlig. Wow. Tager vi lige og laver et hard save der. Hej Mia. Håber det går godt.
With your... I shall not stay your execution.
Har det skidt? Jeg skal til at høre mere. Det er.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Target analyzed. Der er død. Ben der.
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated...
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians.
I hardly believe my eyes. I didn't think I would be leaving this room with all of my innards. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ingenious device.
Det måske være en dårlig dag, vi har lavet. Skolen. Eller på arbejdet.
I shouldn't have a worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife that he would be untouched by the
Og jeg troede, det var Victor, det der. Sorry. Ah.
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. And those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. There was some moving unseen through the range.
So I heard, I'm surprised any of the cultists survived those encounter with inways.
Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, and they not promise to insert every item in this ring down my throat in reverse alphabetical order. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically.
Why was all of this Victor's fault?
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste.
Because he refused to follow procedure, that was all I wanted. Try not to get killed on the way out.
Oh, believe me, this is more exciting than I ever.
Det er simpelthen åndssvagt, det der, mand. De prøver at eksperimentere med fase, hvor hvor du basically forsvinder sådan rent fysisk. Kroppen forsvinder rent fysisk. Sindssygt idé. Alright. Silence plasma. Okay. Se for eksempel, vi kan bruge noget af det. First and replace to change. This device is special due to top origins. Doing facility maintenance on use tools such as this to breaks short and after just do some compared to the most anyway. Fanden har de virkelig fucket op af det her. Holy Christ, man. Jeg vil virkelig gerne. Det er ikke de samme. Jeg kan nok det samme spil. Fucking hell, man.
I cannot fight a phantom foe. I would need a target for that. I shall keep your blood within, Commander.
Hvordan skal jeg gå forbi det? Det vil jeg gerne vide.
Your vitals look grim, Commander.
Er du for helvede? Wow, hvis jeg... Okay. Jeg sidder bare og tænker... Hvis jeg ikke kan disarmere den, hvordan vil jeg så have, at jeg skal komme forbi? Skal jeg starte forfra? Wow, game. Wow, game.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Okay.
I can Victor didn't act in the ensuing chaos because you refused to smoke. But if you're not attached to the solid state of the old, they are physically here, but hopefully.
Så vil jeg se på det. Skal vi begynne det eller noget også? Not gonna lie, det synes jeg synes ikke om det her. Jeg synes ikke om det her. Lige det her område her. Det synes jeg ikke. Det... X for helvede. Der.
My entreaties were never going to pierce your stubborn will. Not when we spoke before, not when you reached my traps. I should have guessed. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Sit down, Mama.
Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed. As much as if DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth.
You thought you were a scientist, not a martyr. This is how you want to be remembered.
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And You cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character.
Vi hører til limit collateral, der man sprunget lige op på den. Limit anything.
You read my terminal. I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be.
I beg to differ. I'd likely understand any analytical or theoretical justification you claim to have better.
I heard tell of an Order operative recently being spotted in the field. A legendary figure who'd been absent for years. One who'd be eminently capable of understanding the difficult decisions that must be made for humankind's ascension. That's you, isn't it? The end point?
The end point.
You are correct, Victor. I am the endpoint, and I am well equipped to understand your reasoning, should it be sound.
Very well. I can spare words with you, explain my perspective. It won't prevent me from doing what I must. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. But surely, over time, these deviations would subside? Though I do not seek the abolition of free will, no. Humanity would do what is DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this true politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself? That's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees. Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time. I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying
Stand down,
has the ring of truth to
Jeg har
it.
ikke lyst til at dræbe det her, ikke?
I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end. I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal.
De kommer bare til at dø.
But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar. I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes. Before I leave, here. The key to my private quarters. You may take any explosives you find. I hope it will give you comfort that I shall not return to my ignoble work.
Ja. Spændende at møde dig, Victor. Nok der lege, jeg tror, jeg synes simpelthen ikke, du er en... Du er psykopat. Nå, stig der. Det var jo brugt. Ja. Spændende.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access.
What the fuck?
34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Unsurprising that a group of betrayers would be betrayed by their own. Let us track this seer down and give him a thorough bludgeoning.
Bruh. What the fuck, bro? Ej, vi laver hard save her, det er 100%. The monastery. Men vi har The Abbot's Secret. Der er faktisk kun én for, at vi kan op på der hos lille robot der igen. Jeg tror, vi skal gennem her.
Keep your behavior within acceptable
Do you believe
parameters.
Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
War, disease, explosions. Now follow Fox. How much of Fuji's one refugees have
Grand Architect. Agent, a rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? I can't discuss this right now. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own
Kan vi
selfish
klare det
gains
uden
by
os?
spreading
Så vil jeg
lies
gerne
and
gøre
false
det.
concern over his competence behind his back. But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Now is not representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and I have full confidence. Once go forth as was determined, and may the...
Bruh.
Finally, a chance to judge members of the Order. The Order. Just the traitors, of course.
Jeg ved ikke, om det er en god idé, jeg fik Tristan med der. Hvis den bare går mørk på starten af, så er vi ligesom klaret de forhandlinger.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Bruh.
Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming. Roger, can any of this... Hey! Can any of this really be in Serb? Can any of this really be in the universal equation? Like the Sears clan?
Every word out of his traitorous maw makes my hammer hand ache. I propose we pass summary judgment with no delay.
Belief in your minds.
Slår vej, du var. Ikke Victor. Tristan. Vi har ammo. Har vi ammo? Det har de. Hvad har vi? Long rounds. Long round shells, long round. Heavy rounds.
Nice of Sheer Wiley to leave us this nightlight. Sorry.
Mine's a hostile.
That device may be the deciding factor in whether you live or die in the near future. Unless you can expedite hemostasis and preserve your tissue on your own within a fraction of a second.
No. But I have been told my pain tolerance exceeds normal thresholds.
Your mother must be so proud.
Do not trust anyone who doesn't show their work. Time.
To battle!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I am becoming irrationally angry.
Go for torpification.
Refilling munitions.
Combatant scared.
I am primed to punish.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Anomalous outliers.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Speed right behind us. Good, but
Found another one. Damn it. I knew there'd be a high probability of fighting, but I didn't think.
None shall stand against us!
what?
gore-splattered bathhouse.
Ah,
Seen
scheiße.
one, you've really seen them all. Trust me.
Er du bare her? Der er ikke skide bare her. Sådan.
Architects perspiring armed conflicts and
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. Our lives are predestined, actually. An outside opinion might be useful at this job. And how do you... We're going in circles again. If only we had access... I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots.
Augustine?
Sure. I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact.
Augustine was obsessed.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't... I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him.
What might... I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. Much appreciated.
Cool. Jeg tror ikke, jeg klarer det uden blodgud til os. Jeg tror, vi bliver nødt til at slås. Jeg gætter på, at vi bliver nødt til at slås. Tror jeg nok rammer har jeg tænker, det har jeg også.
I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's libation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more importance out
It's the
there.
unknown variable!
Keep to wireless. Eliminate the target.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Det er farmer på. Fyld op. Jeg tror, jeg kan nok købe ham her alligevel og gas. Han er virkelig gået mørk ham der, bro. Det var det ikke long rounds? Den er lidt mærkeligt, den er dodget, det vil jeg gerne indrømme. Jeg føler også lidt, at de har lige trukket den ud, som om...
Unduly audacious. The abbot's room, no doubt. It looks like he has a new volume of Star-Crossed Amidst the Stars. I thought that series was out of print.
Explosive plasma pistol.
Doing a little extracurricular reading, Arbiter? Last I'd heard.
Intervention, she would make peace with the primitive humanity's choice. This must be prevented, whatever the cost. Or humanity.
Hvad bruger den?
By centuries, if not millennia.
agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them. But leave through the other door, however, and they will die.
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
It pains me to say so, but I believe we should take the time to save...
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Other arbiters would disagree, but I believe this...
Like the cut of your
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's look.
Win.
Let me guess. That safe won't open until we solve this puzzle. Seems like stacking the deck for a predictable behavior analysis. I have a growing suspicion the Seer's been overindulging in Aetherwave cereals.
A random occurrence.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Well, there it goes.
No, parte la de su.
laborious exercise is obviously intended to consume precious time.
Skal vi prøve igen? Hvad gør vi her? Det er fint. Right. Jeg kan ikke se, hvor vejeren skal gå her. Og det troede jeg måske, det var det, men det var det ikke. Så trykker på den der. Så sker der ikke en skid. Jo. Okay, så sker der det der. Der kan lege nogle af de her puzzles, det giver ingen mening, ikke? Altså, en god puzzle, det skal give nogle mening i forhold til, jamen, skal du gå derhen, skal du derop? Der skal komme nogle hint, og jeg synes ikke, der kommer hvor jeg skal, hvad jeg skal gøre her. Det... Og det er også derfor, jeg siger, hvis der ikke er en puzzle med det her, altså hvis der ikke er en... Hvis jeg ikke giver nogen mening med, hvad jeg skal gøre der, så... Så går jeg på det. Så det gider jeg ikke. Så er det bare spillet tid. Og lige nu synes jeg spiller med tid på det her. Nå kan der lege. der jeg kan lære at redigere film endnu. Fair nok.
Tell you our friend would be that? Hurry! Disable the core trust machine!
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Thank you, stranger. We should be okay now.
Se. Så er der bare gået fri med alt. Holy fuck, den mand. Det... Tak så meget. Jeg kan bare elegance ved Tristan. Det var tage en stor kølle. Angribe. Jeg troede faktisk, der var så lidt mere over. Så lidt mere... Ja, okay. Skal... Ja, jeg troede, der var sådan lidt mere... gelinde over ham. Skal vi sige sådan? Det var der så ikke. Men der kan lage altså de der store dungeons der. Vi kan så rundt i som på kryds og på tværs. Det er sådan. Jeg synes de jeg synes godt de kunne der er nogen der kan finde ud af at lave hvor det føles lidt mere som om at det ikke bare for at forlænge det hele. De vil godt gøre den lang, det er ikke det. Det vil godt gøre dungeonen stor. Men det der med at bare køre sådan her. Bare for ligesom at sige, jamen det er en lang dungeon, det er en stor dungeon. Det er bare, jeg synes bare det er dårligt gamedesign. Jeg synes det er dårligt spildesign. Det er også, det giver så lidt i forhold til arkitekturen, uden at jeg skal jo ikke fordi at jeg ikke fordi at jeg skal begynde at snakke omkring hvad sådan de finere ting i forhold til arkitektur. Men der er nogle gange det ikke giver noget mening, når de laver det der, altså i forhold til hvordan. Hvad fanden har jeg tænkt på at lave sådan en bygning, hvor det sådan slakker sig hen. Ikke? Det er right. Det ja. Nå.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan.
Ved hvad kunne ligesom kunne styre hans behavior. Det der. Det er ikke fordi jeg siger, at vi skal rolle RP, at vi ligesom er stealth. Specielt stealth, men det er det ikke. Prøv at se, Christian, det er bare rundt og dræber alt.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
So who are the bell tolls, guys?
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery? Worthless people, that's who.
Men sidste del her, af den her dungeon her, den er ikke dårlig. Den er ikke dårlig. Det vil jeg gerne indrømme. I actually like.
Cannot
Det er lige der ret
believe
meget
Clemens
her.
fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just... I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its auto... That's preposterous. I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, you misunderstand the base. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary...
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer, whose only success so far is failing loudly at a slot. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about?
Der har been hinting at you.
That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare. But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my value? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What could I have done? Where did I err? Enough. Please. Your point. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But though I cannot say. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to... The fool I was. To believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than yet we must act unflipped.
would seem that our work here is done. Let us return to the ship and press on to those so-called peace talks.
Spændende.
Agent, over here.
Bruh.
I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley. I'm greatly Did he mention me at all? I'm saddened. I'm sure you also... With the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with... Education takes time. And that is the one I won't keep you. You are welcome. May all your future endeavors proceed in a...
Så hvad er næste quest?
I don't know what you're complaining of. We emerged totally unscathed.
Cool.
At least it was a clean dissection.
Bruh.
Potter would appreciate that, maybe.
Nå, vi klarede det i hvert fald fredeligt. Begge. Så det kan jeg sgu ikke godt lide.
Ja.
Så skal vi skal vel tilbage til vores skib, skal vi ikke tænke?
I feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
We can't let DeVries catch us on the back foot again. We need a plan.
Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteur's malevolent aims.
Exactly. It ain't just about the delegates. It's the civvies who always pay the greatest price.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will surely level them against us. I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries...
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts...
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own phantoms? I know what's at stake. I'm not asking you to set aside the mission.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirm.
Spændende. Så kan vi lave et hard save her, guys. Og så smutter jeg lige på toilet. Så er jeg tilbage om 5 minutter. Alright, så er jeg tilbage igen. Jamen, altså, det er jo ikke fordi, jeg lyder som om, at jeg bitcher nogle gange, og det kan folk godt, det må de gerne sige, at det er det, jeg gør. Jeg synes bare, det er en af de ting, der tager mig ud af, indlevelsen i et spil, det er, når tingene, de føles det føles fake. Og det kan folk kan sige, at jamen altså det folk de kan sige, jamen det er jo smag og behag. Det er 100%, altså det er det, men hvis du kigger på, altså, vi taler om, hvordan du opbygger en dungeon. Det her, det er jo basically en dungeon, vi har været igennem, ikke? Hvordan man opbygger den, så kan jeg godt lide, for eksempel, især sådan nogle, altså de her baner, som der var i Mass Effect, fordi der var en idé med det. Du kunne se, hvorfor de var opbygget, som de var. Og på den måde, så kunne de kunne lave en masse, dem banedesignerne var rigtig gode til at sige, jamen, det her, det er sådan en relativt stor arena-agtigt noget rundt. Og så kunne du gemme dem sådan bag store statuer og sådan lignende. Og på den måde, men fjenderne, de kom så også fra siden af. Du skulle hele tiden sørge for, at du havde de flanke, kig efter fjenderne, der kom fra flanken af. Og det var bare godt lavet. Det var bare rigtig godt lavet. Det var tænkt over, hvordan de her baner, de var designet. Og så sådan en som den her, synes jeg bare er mærkelig, fordi jeg føler bare, at de har lavet sådan, det går sådan frem og tilbage, altså sådan, at der ikke har været nogen idé i, hvordan de har sat det. Det er lidt ligesom, når jeg spiller Fallout, og nogle af de her Walter, jeg føler også bare nogle gange, at de er lavet bare for ligesom at forvirre folk. Og der har ikke været nogen mening med det. Der har jo ikke været nogen mening i det. Hvor jeg siger, hvorfor ikke tænke lidt over, hvordan fanden I har lavet den der, i stedet for, at de skal gøre sådan, at det er så svært for muligt for folk at kigge rundt, storme rundt de der volter. Så, ja, men it is what it is, så det... lige den her, den irriterede mig lidt. Det er ikke fordi, det er ikke fordi, det var lang på nogen måder. Det måtte de gerne. Men der var bare ikke jeg synes ikke, der var en idé, hvordan de havde designet det her. Det synes jeg ikke. I don't know. Det er hvad der er.
Observational data is important.
Good evening.
I hate seeing these
On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue.
What is it?
To begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
No way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let... It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
She want your butt.
I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is a far less...
We need answers. Now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander.
You'll do no such thing. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
So Wiley said that on a short arrows in his down.
That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. I was warned, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath. Fine then, I surrender. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to That's my end of the agreement upheld.
Okay. Very good.
I'm sure this was once quite impressive. Time renders everything old hat eventually.
Speak to it. Okay.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Der kommer vi forbi. Gotcha. Der er rigtig langt ned. Ja, der er noget, vi kan se, hvad hedder det, vi kan ikke se, hvor der er strøm. Nej. Kan vi afbryde den sådan et eller andet sted, det her? I don't know what's happening.
It seems your sovereign is regarded as being...
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst that's going to need a new fuse.
If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his death, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, isn't. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are. Do not act like the current ruler emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Anh làm cái gì? Fik vi overhovedet nogle penge for den der quest, der guys?
Looks like those mechs are on their side. Shame. Could have been useful.
Altså, vi vil skyde, så jeg ved, hvad der sker.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
All rightly appreciate our analyzing surroundings.
Resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Spændende. Jeg ved ikke lige, hvad der skete der, guys, men... Et eller andet skete der. Skal vi se? Der var det her, var det ikke?
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Proceeding to attack.
Oh.
That's an analysis.
Done. Altså, der synes jeg ikke. Ja, nej, det er hvad vi skal. Jeg føler lidt, at vi bare bliver kastet frem og tilbage sådan, eller det er sådan lidt.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the... we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed.
Ah, so the Order is capable of precise status. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live,
okay. Jeg tror faktisk engang, vi kan have forskellige saves, guys. Altså, vi kan have forskellige genspillinger på en. Hvilket ærger mig lidt. Og det ærger mig også lidt. Det var lidt ligesom, hvis I kan huske, sidste år, der spillede vi Black & Stock med 2. Det er sådan et spil, du gerne vil spille. Det er sådan et spil, du gerne vil prøve igen. Bare hvor du prøver en anden build. Og så er det lidt irriterende. Især med sådan et spil her som det her. Du kan ikke respec, så vidt jeg husker. Eller så vidt jeg ved, så kan du ikke respec. Det er i hvert fald ikke været udfordret nu, at du kan respec. Så du kan ikke lave din... Når du har sat en skill point, så, der som du har sat den, så kan du ikke rigtig gøre noget ved det. Samtidig så er det jo sådan et spil, der virkelig gerne vil... Hvor du virkelig gerne... Altså det lægger op til, at du genspiller det igen. Som jeg lige har nævnt. Så det ærger mig lidt, at der ikke er mulighed for det. Så det, men som sagt, ja, det er sådan der. Vi spiller jo også, som sagt, som jeg nævnte før, så tænker jeg, at vi spiller det i det her spil igen næste år, altså hedder det i 2026, når de 2 DLC'er de er udkommet. Som jeg har betalt for i dyredom. Skal jeg lige sige. I dyredom. Jeg købte det på loadet, der kom, så der kan man godt, hvis man vil det. Det er... Og det er der, jeg køber... Hvis jeg skal have nogle... Hvis jeg føler, at jeg skal have nogle billige spil... Så går jeg på loadet faktisk og køber. Jeg er endnu aldrig blevet sygt derinde. Jeg er endnu der. Jeg har aldrig oplevet, at jeg...
Exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar.
Sure.
Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
Jeg vil have plasma. Eller hvad? Det var small plasma charts, right? Så vil jeg også have nogle heavy rounds, eller hvad? Nej. Det vil jeg sgu ikke. Der har jeg 600. Jeg tror faktisk, jeg har rigeligt med ammo lige pt. Vi gemmer lige her. Men jeg tror, vi kommer til at bruge rigtig meget ammo på det, i det der.
No time to lollygag, Commander. Whatever's in that repository.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next month, we would see returns within days. I'll handle this. Protectorate.
What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Tror jeg bare lidt. Er det bare nu? Ja, bare. Så slapper vi lige af. Jeg kan godt høre, det lyder dårligt, det der. Jeg skal lige have en skjold. Word of my him, explosive side projects someone made it to the office. I feared you might find myself staying down the barrel of every side of force. Leave the Hey, dude. Men jeg er lidt spændt på den her bane her. Er det bare sådan en lang... Er det en lang dungeon? Så går du faktisk fra dungeon til dungeon. Det er da en spændende, hvad kan man sige... Det er en spændende måde at sætte kost op på. Det er spændende måde at koste op på, vil jeg sige.
Good spot for an ambush. Mind your corners.
Vi laver lige den her... Da. Altså, det vil jeg sige. Det føles sådan lidt semi-boss rush-agtigt noget. Men det er den måde, det er gjort det på, så det er den måde, det er gjort det på. Der er ikke åben der. Der er ikke åben der. Gør den her noget, det gør intet. Der er fjender. Hun er ret. Right. Ambush. Bruh. Har vi sendt tilbage igen? Der er noget dernede. Jeg skal lige, så skal jeg lige lave lidt her. Jeg skal lige gemme her først og fremmest. Dum. Så skal jeg lige
Standing by to stupefy. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Ah,
Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Bruh.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I can hear you scampering around. Have you given up?
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having DeVries in our crosshairs.
Jeg tror, vi laver et hard save der.
Finally.
Det synes jeg også, vi har fortjent. Jeg synes, vi har fortjent. Måske skulle have haft speech, men ja, det er det. Jeg er faktisk jeg er rigtig glad for, at vi kan bruge det er ikke noget nyt, men at det indgår så var det at det burde altså at de er så direkte i dialogen. For eksempel at sige, nu har du været nede og undersøgt på den her terminal, du har fået noget information, det kan du faktisk bruge i din dialog, når du så snakker med folk. Det synes jeg er rigtig, rigtig fedt. Fordi så du får lyst til at gøre det, du får lyst til at gå ud og undersøge. Lad os lige gøre sådan her. Yeah, not too particular July region. How it will shift the people well from the centers come. The sovereign thanks the order of the commission process went down here at that greater tranquility substation, I can't help but look about. Okay.
Fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger and an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want...
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have gotten Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
I certainly won't downplay the powers of
here,
but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house...
Yeah.
The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
We need to talk about what you're doing here.
Certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander.
Bro, det var godt nok vildt, den her. Det ved jeg sgu ikke. Jeg vil gerne vide, hvad der er mere.
How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the order from itself. Even if the circumstances for peace are right, surely their envoys' untimely deaths will put fear into them. If I can do anything to put doubt in either faction's mind, I'll do it. You were an Earth Directorate agent once, you understand the need to be thorough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge, there's also a high priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was maybe 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you. Wait, what in the void is that?
What the fuck, bro? What?
Station's not gonna hold up against that rift for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Follow me, quick!
Oh. Dude, du kan vi her. Run! Forrest, run! Ligesom, der er de episoder af Mass Effect 2, hvor du så også skal løbe. Run! Run, Forrest! Nå, vi. Let's go.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines.
What does that mean exactly? Well,
the full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations.
Anything about the mission objective?
I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of rifts. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A Protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and the center.
Altså, jeg kan stakke, og så kan jeg skyde. Det er så det, jeg kan i de her spil her. Eller det er det build, jeg har lavet.
The Archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. It is built into the moon of Cloister, and was built by the Order of the Ascendant with the Matriarch's input. Control over the Archive has changed several times since the invasion. Currently, the Protectorate has possession of it. Conclusion: the Archive will not be easily accessible. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the Archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the Archive. And there is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of... It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can... Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program.
Morally gray.
Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the Astrogate...
Godt, der er nogen, der måske har noget gerne.
What happened back there? We had her cornered. Bullets. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Then why'd you do it? Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this.
Fuck dig, mand. Hvad så?
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. But we can learn to work with it, by the way. What DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to... Still, think we ought to pay the Undisputed Claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss, whether we gain that help from Auntie or not. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Need some alone time for now.
Nå, hvad? Sulky little boy. Fuck dig, mand. Prøv at redde universet. Så sidder du bare tuder. Idiot.
Commander, if you've a moment, I wish to note my reservations regarding the Order member we seem to have brought into our fold. Setting aside my obvious concerns as an enemy of the Order, there's something devious. There is a bloodlessness to her nature. The killer's icy resolve. She's dangerous. That we do. That was all I had on that subject. Consider my...
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. May all of...
Hov, er hun med skibet, eller hvad? Er hun med skibet? Ej, det er hun ikke, vel? Det er crazy, hun er det. Og hvad har jeg egentlig? Jeg mangler en decryption. Jeg tror faktisk, jeg kan købe den på en planer. Så har vi opgraderet valg endnu mere. Ej, det var hun ikke. Jeg lige at tro for sat til de godt har gjort Så selvom han er sulky as fuck, hvad hedder han? Nej, så kan jeg godt lide kombinationen af, hvad hedder det, Marisol og Niles egentlig. Nu er jeg lidt spændt på, om de er friendly, de der. Jeg skal faktisk også til at stoppe stream, guys. Hey, bruh.
So many dead. Place is falling apart.
All those misguided fools lost the avalanche.
All of them misguided. They were guided.
Okay, så jeg vil ikke i krig nogen her. Det vil jeg gerne undgå. Okay. Noget her. Kan jeg gå op her? Der er trap op. Så det er her, jeg skal være oppe i, eller hvad? Hvad klarer jeg der så? Og det er stadig her. Kan jeg komme op her? Jeg kan ikke vide, hvor jeg kom. Ja. Sorry, det ikke...
Could have swore we left Scrabbles back on the ship.
Jeg synes, de godt kunne... Når man lige kommer tilbage igen til at få ryddet op. Bare lige for den. Det synes jeg vil give noget... vil give noget til...
Excellent timing. We're nearly
At
finished
de tager det.
reviewing the materials you brought us.
Bare til worldbuilding-historien.
Now, this is unexpected.
Bare worldbuilding.
The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh? Hush. The theoreticians are talking.
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic...
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Sprats.
Mental carceration and the potential unreality of conscious experience adds an interesting dimension to the argument.
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or weapon? Very well, we appreciate it.
Okay. Jeg skal også have solgt nogle af de våben, jeg tænker. Så okay. Og jeg kommer lige til ud herfra. Fair nok. Fair enough. Hvordan er jeg kommet ud? Bro, hvordan er jeg kommet ud herfra? I'm out. I'm out. sidder bare og kigger, er der noget, vi skal udforske mere? Der er der sådan set ikke. Vi har vel taget alle de her. Der er måske lige det her område, så vi på et eller andet tidspunkt godt kan gå over og se, hvad det er for noget. Så det der var sådan en stor fabrik, tror jeg, der var. Så det kunne vi godt på et eller andet tidspunkt. Så, vi må se. Det kan vi gøre i den stream. Der er flere, der fortæller mig om. Nice.
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize for the way to put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air.
All right.
Don't mind me. Just got something that needs doing, Commander?
Er det deres flagskifte der? Okay. Jeg tror lige, vi laver et hard take.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
I love Auntie, yes I do. Her hair looks real, like a real hairdo. I love Auntie, so do you. Let's buy Sisty Bits, covered in goo.
Congratulations, Jeannie. Your family win a full year's supply of Force Pockets for one low price.
Have a profitable day.
Not gonna lie. Jeg forstår så ikke, hvorfor det der bounty-system her. I har klaret en bounty, guys. Det gjorde vi i den første stream. Og lige siden har der ikke været nogen af de der. Jeg forstår så ikke, hvorfor fanden de har det. Jeg må indrømme, at jeg føler lidt som om, at de har sat det som om, at det får vært til at føle lidt mere levende. Men det er ikke det, jeg spiller spillet for. Altså, det er fordi, jeg føler ikke, at det skal være sådan en stor open world.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? It really shores up the foundation of the
Jeg spiller ikke der, fordi at det skal være sådan en stor open world oplevelse, som for eksempel Red Dead Redemption 2.
Whatever management's paying you, worth it.
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition.
These rats are due for eating. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Hey, these cages are empty. Where's the rat handler in charge?
Perhaps strategic reception. Index manager.
Alright guys, jeg tror vi stopper her, eller det gør vi. Og så får vi, så får vi spillet videre i morgen. Men det har været hyggeligt. Det har det. Vi har fået, vi har fået jeg tror, vi kommer ret godt stykke ind i spillet. Jeg kan lige se, jeg tror, vi er ved en 18 timer eller sådan lige, da vi kommet ind i det. How long to... Okay, så hvad hedder det? Games Radar, de siger, det var der. Main quest 25 til 35. Og så hvis du tager side activities, så er det, så kan du strække til 50 timer. Så de der 100 timer, jeg sagde, det passer så ikke. Eller det tror jeg ikke, det gør, fordi så skal der virkelig være nogle side quest lige efter eller sådan lignende. Det tror jeg sgu ikke, det gør. Det tror jeg ikke, det gør. Så jeg tænker sådan noget, det, altså de der 55 timer, 50 timer ish, så har du det, du ligesom kan presse ud af spillet. Hvis du virkelig være 100% alt. Så det, men det er også godt nok, det ikke det. Jeg skulle bare lige sådan tænke, hvor meget har vi tilbage, så har vi vel en 2-3 streams mere. Jeg tænker, hvis vi kan strække måske til 4, hvis vi gerne vil spille lidt flere sidequests. Så det ja, men det er stadigvæk, jeg har det så ikke sjovt til, at jeg pitcher nogle gange. Det ved jeg også godt, jeg gør drenge og piger. Jeg pitcher nogle gange, det gør jeg. Men det har været, det er så ikke en fornøjelse at spille. Det er det. Og det er også bare fordi, nogle gange så trækker jeg ting frem, som ikke engang er hård suppen, men bare sådan, jeg trækker frem og siger, okay, det ud fra min, det synes jeg ikke lige i forhold til min egen personlige smag. Så det, men ja, men det var lækkert nok. Det var lækkert nok, at vi kom i gang med det. Så kom helt tilfældigt det, der kom frem i det her Masquerade The Bloodlines 2. Det er så et spil, jeg venter med at spille til, det kommer til, jeg tror, hvis det kommer på tilbud i januar måned, så køber jeg det nok der, og så finder vi et eller andet tidspunkt, hvor der er sådan, hvor vi er imellem to spil, og så, altså, hvor vi har noget tid til overs, hvor vi lige skal, og så spiller vi det der. Så jeg har set gameplay, jeg har set streams af spillet. Det ser spændende ud. Det er ikke et RPG, for dem, der tror det. Etteren, altså Bloodlines 1, det var et RPG. Så det var med skill tree, det var med XP points, du kunne også loote dem, du havde slået ihjel. Så det var et RPG. Det her vil jeg sgu nok mere betragte som et adventure, hvor der er nogle action-elementer i. Det er også et immersive sim, vil jeg faktisk sige. Så du kan godt sådan, der er sådan, når jeg nu ser det stream, så er der forskellige muligheder for at løse en anden opgave, du har fået. Så du kan gøre det uden at dræbe, du kan også gøre det, hvor du kan dræbe. Så du har en hulsmasse, eller du kan tilegne dig nogle evner, så på den måde er der nogle RPG-elementer i. Men som du så, alt efter hvilke evner du har, kan du bruge dem til at ligesom løse en eller anden bestemt opgave. Og det synes jeg, det ser ret spændende ud. Jeg synes bare ikke, at der var ikke, det gjorde ikke sådan, at jeg var helt op og flyve omkring det her. Så og det er også derfor, jeg siger, at jeg venter med at købe det før det. Jamen, jeg kigger til januar, eller Black Friday her i. Er det ikke i starten af november, Black Friday, hvor hvis det kommer på tilbud der, så kan det være, at jeg faktisk køber det der. Og så finder vi et tidspunkt, hvor vi er imellem nogle... Det kunne for eksempel være i vinterferien. Det kunne også være i efterårsferien. Der er lang tid til. I vinterferien i uge 7 næste år, kunne det være, at vi hoppede på der. Hvis der ikke kommer noget der, ellers noget, der er ligesom spændende, så kunne det være, det er det, vi skulle spille. Så det... Så, men... Jeg har det i kikkerten. Så det... Jeg har det i kikkerten. Absolut. Nå, men vi fortsætter i morgen med at spille det her. Og som sagt, jeg tror da, at vi har en 2-3 streams mere af det. Men igen, det kan overraske. Eller det, jeg vil sige, det sidste spil, vi spillede, der var jeg også ret overrasket over, at der lige pludselig så kom der rulletekster. Nå, jamen, det var så det. Så, men ja. Så, men tusind tak, fordi dem, der kommer og så med. Det er jeg rigtig glad for, at I gør det. At bruge jeres tid på det. Mark Peller, I don't know if you're watching, but thanks for your follow on Twitch. Og Mia, tak fordi du sagde hej inde i chatten. Og tak fordi dem, der kom og så med, bare kommer og lurkede. Det er I også mere end velkommen til. Og så håber jeg selvfølgelig, at hvis vi ikke ses i morgen, så håber jeg selvfølgelig, at vi ses en anden gang. Kan I have en rigtig god mandag.